Hello, this is Anna and welcome to Quick Healthy Italian. Now today we're going to make a calzone ripieno. What is that? Well, that's a calzone. It's a pizza and it has all kinds of fillings inside, whatever your heart's desire. And then it's folded over into a half moon shape and baked in the oven. Everything gets all ooey and gooey and wonderful inside, and then the outside gets nice and crispy. And the only limit to the contents of a calzone is your imagination. You can put whatever you want inside. Today I've come up with some ingredients that my family likes, and I'm going to show you how I put it together. So stay tuned. Okay, so we're back, and here I have 3 garlic cloves, or the entire garlic, you see? And I just cut the top off like that on all 3 of these. And I have them here on some oil. I'm just going to put a little drizzle of olive oil on each one. Just like that. Yeah. And then I'm going to put a little salt. And then I'm going to put these into these little packets. Like that. Just like little presents. Make them sit up straight. Sit up straight, like your mother told you to do. There we go. There, like that. And 2. And 3. Okay, I've preheated my oven to 450 and I'll put these in there and I'm going to roast my garlic. So I'll be right back. Okay, so my garlic is in the oven and now I have some turkey sausage here, and I opt for turkey sausage as opposed to pork sausage because we like to make it healthy and so it's leaner. And this is just sweet chicken Italian sausage, and I'm taking it out of its casing. And I'm got my pan nice and hot, and I haven't added any oil because this has enough of its own. So I'm just going to cook it, brown it, and then when we get to that point, I'll show you what to do next. Okay, I've got all my casings off, and I'm just browning this. Now I like to take the casings off. You may want to just cut them into pieces, you know, and put them in there, and then you'll just have pieces of sausage as opposed to the ground sausage. But I think the ground sausage spreads better and I like the texture better, and this is just the way that I prefer it, but by all means you could do it either way. Okay, I'm just going to keep cooking away and I'll see you in a couple seconds. So now I'm adding a little bit of black pepper just to spice it up a little. Okay, this is done. What we're going to do is we're just going to drain it on a paper towel. So anything that's, any fat that came out of this turkey sausage is just going to get absorbed by the paper towel. See how nice and crunchy that is? That's good. That's good stuff right there. That's going to be a wonderful part of our filling. Ooh, I have some more left here. Okay, want to get every bit. Okay, so we're going to set this aside and just let it absorb. Okay, now I'm just going to add a little drizzle to this pan. And I just wipe this pan out so that there's no leftover grease from the chicken. And the chicken sausage, and I'm going to add some white mushrooms and some sliced Crimini mushrooms. To this we're going to add some salt so the mushrooms release their juices. And we're just going to saute them over medium heat until they're cooked. Now, once again, I add salt because the salt helps the vegetables release their juices, and that way you don't have to add so much oil. So that's a trick that I discovered to keep things lean and healthy. Well, my timer just went off on my oven, and my beautiful little garlic packets are ready. So they've been in the oven for 20 minutes. And my garlic is perfectly roasted, as you can see. And I'll show you what we're going to do with this next. You see now these mushrooms have cooked down. They're all nice and caramelized. And to that, now I'm going to add some chopped artichoke hearts right in there. And mix that all together. I love these flavors together. You've got a little bit of the acidity from the artichoke hearts and the wonderful texture of the mushrooms and the meatiness of the mushrooms is wonderful. So I like this combination. Oh, you should try it. You might like it too, or make your own. It doesn't matter. Okay, so my artichoke hearts and my mushrooms have come together nicely, and all their flavors are marrying with one another. And so here, I'm going to show you my roasted garlic. They came out of the oven. So what I'm going to do with this is just want to show you how easily they're a little hot, so you can use a fork. These cloves of garlic come out just like that. And they're nice and cooked and sweet. Garlic gets nice and sweet when it roasts, and it's just delicious. And it has that olive oil already on it and the salt already on it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put all these cloves into a little bowl. We're going to make a roasted garlic paste. We're just going to smush it, just like that. I'm going to do my other one, and then I'll show you how this looks when it's all done. Okay, I'm back, and I have my pizza dough right here. Now this, you can buy store-bought if you want to save time, or you can make your own. It's up to you. But here I have my pizza, and I put it in cornmeal. And the reason I do that is I find that cornmeal has a nice texture to it. You know, flour doesn't really have that same texture. So when you bake this with the cornmeal, it just has that extra crunchiness that you don't otherwise get with flour. So you can use either one, but I prefer the cornmeal. And it is quite traditional to use cornmeal and flour. Just depends on the pizzeria, depends on the mama that's cooking it. So I'm just going to make this into a nice round circle. And one tip too that's really important is, you know, usually you set pizza dough in the refrigerator and then you take it out before you use it. Whether you store-buy it or whatever, it's best to leave it out before you roll it out for at least half an hour, preferably an hour. And that way it rolls out easier. Otherwise, it's like a rubber band. You know, you roll it out and then, woo, it comes back. You know, kind of like a yo-yo. And this way it's much easier to work with. So I'm going to keep rolling, and then I'll show you how to fill this. Okay, I'm ready to start my calzone. So I have my roasted garlic here. See, I made a nice little paste out of that. Just going to put that on the bottom. Just like that. And then we're going to put a little bit of tomato sauce. Just like that. In the middle. We're going to take our beautiful artichoke and mushroom mixture. We're going to add that. Mmm, que bueno. And then we're going to get our sausage mixture. We're going to put that over the top. Nice, crispy, crunchy turkey sausage, Italian turkey sausage. And on top of that, I have mozzarella di bufala, which is the most beautiful mozzarella in the world. And it is a little bit expensive. It is a little pricier than cow's milk mozzarella. But if you're willing to make the investment, it's so worth it. I highly recommend it. Okay, so there's that. Now we're going to close it. Okay, now I have a couple eggs here. Just gonna quickly give them a little scramble with a fork. Just like that. And then I'm gonna get my brush. I'm just gonna dip it in the egg and I'm gonna go around. Just like that. Just to seal it really well. Okay. Now we just close it. So we go like this over the top. See that? And we bring all of it together, just like that. And now the last thing you want is your beautiful calzone that you worked so hard on to have any cheese or any of the insides come out. So you're going to start like this, see? You're going to pinch and pinch and pinch and pinch. And this again, and then like this, like that. Okay, now I have a baking dish right here lined with foil, and I'm going to transfer this onto my baking dish, like this. Okay. 1, 2, 3. There we go. There it is. My beautiful calzone. Now I'm going to take my pastry brush once again, and I'm going to cover this in the egg wash. I'm just going to make it nice and glistening and beautiful when it comes out of the oven. Now you see how that is? It has all the egg wash all over it. Nice and shiny. And then I'm going to take some fresh pomodoro, nice fresh tomato sauce. I'll just put it right there, just like that. And then a little Parmiggiano on top of that. To make it a little extra special. Okay, and then into the oven it goes, and I've got my oven preheated at 450. We're going to pop it in, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. Okay, so it's out of the oven. Oh, there it is. Look at the beautiful calzone. Now we're going to cut this. Okay, let me show you inside. You see that? Ooh, that's what's for dinner tonight. Calzone ripieno.